This is Palo Santo 21's Hall of the Lunar Champion, The Propeller Island by Jules Verne. Once more, the flying island reached unknown lands, mysterious and deadly, such as their inhabitants, the Khajiit catfolk. Okay. Familiar with Jules Verne, but not this particular book. Very interesting lighting in here. Let's see what it's lighting up. An interesting centerpiece here with the skulls and the stone tablet. Okay, let's go in the greenhouse. Oh, they sunk the bottles in. That's kind of neat. Interesting. Not sure why a crab, but the spectral crab is running back and forth along the ray of light. Interesting. I don't know if that has anything to do with the story, but it's cute. So I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be blocking off. We're going to go in here anyway, just to make sure. Oh, nope. There's something to see back here. I like the painting in the frame there. Lots of neat use of the little statuettes. Chaotic Creatia, the Azure Plasm. That is a big knife for him. So was this like suicide? It's pointed right at his wrist. Oh, we got stuff all the way up. Okay. You like the Skelly? Hey, welcome back, HB. Okay. Considering I didn't even think we were supposed to go back there. That's pretty neat. Yeah, there's that crab going back and forth. It's so funny. All right. Obviously, we're supposed to go in here, so let's check this area out. We actually have another Jules Verne coming up too. Next. I don't know if they did it on purpose. Ooh. Oh, you guys. You see what I see? There's some neat stuff back here. Okay. Huh? Somebody cobbled something. This does not look like Hall of the Lunar Champion. I promise it is. Okay, I'm going to go back here real quick and take a look at this statue. They built that up on purpose. Added the statue here. Looks like just a little nook. Okay, I'm going to save the cobbled house for last. But that looks really neat. Now remember, this is supposed to be The Propeller Island by Jules Verne. No. Touched the wrong thing in my tablet. Once more, the flying island reached unknown lands, mysterious and deadly, such as their inhabitant, the Khajiit, for catfolk. So I'm guessing that's the island right there. We will go over there in a moment. I'm not familiar with this book. I am familiar with some other Jules Verne works, but not this one. Another little nook over here. Neat down here. Little area to lounge. That is really neat. Isn't that impressive? I don't even know if we're going to be able to explore it or if it's just for looking from afar. It looks like the bridge doesn't go all the way over. But I am digging it. Okay. You like the addition of the griffin? Yeah, I don't think I can go fully over there. We're gonna venture over that way in a moment. I like that. Oh, we've got some floaters. They're killing me. See the 2 bottles on the left there? They're floating. I hate seeing it, but now I've seen it. But 2 floaters aren't going to make or break a build, right? 2 floaters is an oversight, not necessarily a trend. Look for trends. Oh, we've got some boats down there. Considering there's a floating island is thematic. Look at that. Kind of hate that it's raining. Don't you wish we could turn off weather in our houses too? They all float down there. Okay, so we've got a griffin nest with eggs. The griffin there. And this is the end of the road. We can't actually explore the floating island. There's something in that log. Looks like it's moving. You see in the hole of the log in there, in the middle, on the top of the one waterfall? Oh, it's a spider. That's what it is. Okay. We have a statue. There's the history. A windmill. Another turret. This is super impressive. And what a great location for this, right? If you're looking for inspiration for the Hall of Lunar Champion, it does have the space for a floating island. Just saying. If you can't get there, how do you build it? I'm not good with AHT, but I assume you'd use that. Well, you can do it a few ways. You can build yourself scaffolding that you then take down. So you can get over there, but I can't because I'm just a visitor, so I can only follow whatever path they build. But as the owner of the house, if you put scaffolding up, you'd be able to get over there. You could also use an add-on called Flying Carpet, which puts something under you so that you can move 3-dimensionally and not fall. So basically you put a platform or something that you don't fall through under your feet. I've never gotten it to work right for me, but I hear it works great. I tend to use scaffolding, a bunch of planks that I will then put up in midair and make myself a jumping puzzle, basically. Does that make sense? Yeah, you need to finish questing in Northern Elsewhere to get the full house. I'm liking how they inverted trees to form roots at the bottom of the island. It really sells the uprooted floating island look. Yeah, that's a very good point. These trees are actually just trees up. These roots are actually just trees upside down. They could have used more nests turned upside down because those look like roots too. But for sure, I think those right next to that white tree are actually the root portion of a tree. But yeah, some of these trees like down there are actually just upside down trees. Makes it look like the whole thing was just plucked out of the earth, right? And it's overgrown. All the vines. Elisa Wen, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Then we have an additional floating rock over there. I don't know if we have any more floating rocks. Also kind of sells it, right? Yeah, this is very neat. And that there are people over there. Also very cool. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else for us to see in this build. We've already been over there. We already went over there. So I think this is it. I think this is... I say this is it like there's... Like this isn't the most impressive thing we've seen, right? Yeah, it makes me want to know the story of the book too. So it's based on the book The Propeller Island by Jules Verne, which is about a flying island. So does that mean... Is that a windmill or a propeller? Right? Regardless, this is really, really neat. And definitely took a lot of time and imagination. All right, let's move on to the next house. Let me score this one real quick. This is Lilithnya's Erstwhile Sanctuary. It is a Jules Verne library. Literally dive into Jules Verne's universe by visiting his non-official library. I love this entrance. Jules Verne is a great author to use as inspiration for this contest because his worlds were so fantastical and detailed, right? I don't know if this is like 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea inspired, this entrance. Around the World in 80 Days. There's the balloon. Look at that. I don't know a ton of Jules Verne. Yeah, Journey to the Center of the Earth. Which could be that right there. Journey to the Center of the Earth right there, possibly. What else do we have? There's the Around the World in 80 Days. Look at all the balloons. Okay, so we've got this hot air balloon. We've got these two hot air balloons. How neat is that? Oh, the underwater look. There's a few ways, but these bubbles are a crown store item. Also, anything that gives off heat, like a lot of light, or a lot of like braziers, if you look over them, the air looks wavy over them, and you can use that to give an underwater look along with some blue. Here, see that reflection down here? That is probably that azure cage sunk in somewhere, giving like that pool look. See how like all the wavy lines on the ceiling there? That is from the azure cage, azure pasm cage, which is super, super bright, but if you sink it into the floor or the wall, it'll give that like inside of a pool look to it. Combine that with some bubbles and you were underwater. So I think this is 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea. We have Around the World in 80 Days. Some sort of... Got a face or a ship back there. Can't tell if that's eyes, a nose, and a mustache, or if it's part of a ship. But lion head. What are some other Jules Verne's books? This is cool. Look at this, guys. There's a windmill up there that looks like a fan or a propeller. Looks like a little fish tank here. Hobbled seats. You read a lot of books, I'm sure. The Lay of First Hold. The Amulet of Kings. You loved this house when touring the contest entries? I am enjoying this one. God, there's so many really good ones. How are we going to choose? How do you choose? Don't even know. More underwater stuff. At least 51 books. So what are some of his most popular? Other than Journey to the Center of the Earth, Around the World in 80 Days, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Isn't there a time one? Time travel one? Is it the Time Machine? Yeah, pretty sure. I know I read Journey to the Center of the Earth and Around the World in 80 Days. Might look better in third person. Maybe. There's just so much. You read Arthur Conan Doyle? Time Machine was H.G. Wells. Did Jules Verne do a time one? Oh, look at this cobble chair. Boat. Oh, is that a bed turned sideways to create that? Look at the serpent. Turning one backwards to make it look like the serpent continues. Oh, that's neat with the way it goes through the shelves. Very cool. Oh, what is this? Are those supposed to be like scuba suits? Definitely nautical over here. I always feel bad because I'm familiar enough with Jules Verne to at least appreciate the build, but I feel like I'm missing so many details because I'm not more familiar. You know what I mean? And so I feel like I'm not fully doing the build justice by not having as much background knowledge. All the fishies, all the underwater stuff. It looks like there's a lot of clipping, but it looks really well and somehow fits. You know, there are some builds that just by the nature of them, the clipping works, you know? Like there was one in another contest that I judged where a house was magically moved into a cave, and so everything was kind of crooked and didn't quite fit well, and so of course there was clipping, right? But it had been magically like squished and then re-expanded into a cave, so it fit the story. You know what I mean? Some of the clipping, like the books into the back of these, it's not super noticeable, but it doesn't quite work either. But some of the clipping works. I don't know about this large barrel and wheel. We're in Erstwhile Sanctuary, so I don't think that's part of it. Not sure where those came from. You want to live here? This is a really, really neat place, right? We have a tentacle. Like some sea creature has grabbed hold, right? It's a collectible statue. I forget its name. Yeah. Lots of really cool stuff here. Okay, do you guys recognize any other works that maybe I haven't? I said I know like 3 of his works. These tours always make me feel so uncreative. But keep in mind, a lot of these people borrow ideas from each other, so you might see a build and see tons of great ideas. Oh, I didn't realize that they checkerboarded this. You might see tons of great ideas and not realize that a third of them are borrowed, or you know that 30 other housers have done it, and if you do enough home tours you start to see some commonalities. You know what I mean? Like these desk lamps are often used over paintings in galleries. Once 1 or 2 people have done it, 300 people have done it. But if it's the first time you've seen it, you know what I mean? It looks like, oh wow, what a great idea. So if you do enough housing tours, you start to glean these ideas and you have less testing to do. Hi, Fresquall. Steal from the best. Exactly. And it's part of it, right? If you know who created it, give a nod, right? But The Mysterious Island is supposed to be a sequel to 2000 Leagues Under the Sea. Okay. Yes, this is Lilith. The checkerboard is something that was often copied from her. Gotcha. Nope, this is Lilith. You read that without realizing it was a sequel? That's hilarious. All right, guys, it is time for another stretch break already. So we'll stretch, come back, we'll do Stream Raiders, and then we'll move on to the next one. All right. This one is amazing, right? Lots to take in. I'm sure there's tons of excuse me, tons of details I'm missing. I love all of the hot air balloons, though. Really great work with all the different hot air balloons. It's hard enough to figure out one, but to figure out 3 different ones, pretty nifty. All right, I will see you guys on the other side of the break. This is Porculator's Seaveil Spire, into the abyss of the mysterious cult. In the town of Tentacled Waters, some say, there's a mysterious sect that doth pray to a dark god whom they doth adore, while others claim a jester doth implore, and lead them with this cunning wit. Who knows what's true, what's counterfeit? Perhaps by following the suspicious jester, you may discover the truth all the better. To see the rest of the house, enter the fountain. Okay. Let's see what we got. Did it get quiet? So there's buildings over here, possible. Let's see what we've got. Nope. Fake door. Yeah, it's very quiet in here. Pretty sure these are fake too, but we'll just double check that. When they open in like that, it's hard to snag them to close them again. Oh. Okay, so these are fake, right? But this is cobbled. Let's see what we have to see. Now, it said to see the rest of the house go through the fountain. I don't know if that's the only part of the house that's part of the contest, or if they just didn't want us to miss it because we were busy back here. So this may not even be part of the build. I'm not for sure. Can't get up there. Okay. Always close doors behind us. Be courteous, please. And don't turn lights and music boxes on and off if you're visiting a house, please. People spend a lot of time and energy on their lights. If you do feel like you have to mess with it, put it back the way you found it. That is just... You wouldn't go into somebody's real house and turn off a light and leave it off, or turn off a radio. You just wouldn't do it. Or turn on a radio and leave it. So that's going to be fake. This is cobbled, though. Well, wouldn't I, though? I mean, not unless you knew them really well. The town of Tentacled Waters. Simple bedrooms. See, those doors were already open, so we're going to leave them open. Okay, maybe a better example would be to go into somebody's kitchen and open all their cabinet doors and leave it. Ooh, that's a nice room. See ya, Grimburger. Poor Watcher. Seen better days. My kids do that and enrages me, right? Leave all the cabinet doors open. What are you doing? Just until I find the potato chip stash. What book is this? Song of Pelennor, Volume 8. Okay. Again, those are all fake. I feel like that's not really truly part of the build. Maybe it is. Maybe they just had to keep it simple because of item count, but I think we need to go into the fountain. When you have cabinet doors open, you blame your kids too. Into the fountain we go. They added a few things here, like that. That is an addition. Couldn't possibly be just me, right? Oh, here we go. My dad does that all the time. He goes through my house and turns off the lights. Drives me nuts. It was a habit he did in his house to save electricity. I hate it. I turn on the lights to see. Yeah, I lived with somebody who had to have every light in the house on, every single one, all the time. Never turned a light off. Couldn't see without all the lights on. Now that I live by myself, there's rarely a light on, unless it's dark out. I just open the blinds. It's fine. That's that new thing from the crown crates. We're supposed to follow the jester. You're bad about leaving lights on? What did that book do to you? Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got chicken. We've got some tentacles. It is very tentacly in here. I rarely have my lights on. If I do, I have LED energy savers, not as bad as it used to be. Yeah, I got really lucky. My landlord put all LEDs in. The person who helped him fix up the house convinced him to put all the LEDs in. I have not changed, knock on wood, I have not changed a single light bulb in the 16 months I've lived here. So, oh, well, that's just tragic. In France, we say we are not in Versailles, the King's Palace, and then we shout revolution and turn every light off. Most of the time, people don't do the mistake a second time. Nice. I love it. Did that previous roommate have a bad case of nyctanopia, night blindness? No. No, I think their vision was just going and they were in denial because now they have glasses. Anybody want some brain? No? No brain? How about some hand and eyeball? How many tickets are there, like in the Jester's Festival? 3 a day with 8.2 days total, so 24 to 27 tickets. Depending on how many days you get. And of course, you can only hold on to 12 at a time. This is probably another Pelennor book. Yep, volume 1. I will hydrate the sassafras, thank you. Oh, how many tickles are there? Not tickets. I misread that. Misread that. Okay, let's check out the rest of the place. Oh, we're supposed to follow the jester, but we'll follow him eventually. You prefer the tickles to tickets or tentacles? Oh. How'd they get the murky water? EHT, right? Put a solid background to the water. That's creepy looking. Isn't that creepy looking? Like murky water? Oh. Oh, that is definitely creepy. Very creepy, and that's beyond... Oh. I don't like... Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. What is under here? That's pretty. It's an underwater graveyard. Kind of looks like it. I like, look at all the like fencing. Very cool. Another guardian here. Ooh. We have to fight our way in? Is that... Ooh. Yep, graveyard. Underwater cobwebs. Love it. See ya, Turk Blue. Oh, hi, guy. Oh, you can run right through these. Did you guys know that? You can run through these. This is useful information, you guys. I had no idea. I was gonna say it's protecting us from the trench, but let's see if there's anything in the trench. Fish and bubbles. Hey, oh, creepy. I like this, the sconce that has the skeletal hand holding the candle coming out of a grave. That's cute. Anything on the side of the trench? Tentacles. Okay. I think that's everything. The lighting here is great, right? I like it. Where did the Jester go? Hey, Jester, where are you? Where did the Jester go? We were supposed to follow him, but I don't think there's any place that we didn't see. So I think it's okay that we didn't follow him, but I don't know where he went. Oh, I ran out of stamina. Sprinting around everywhere so I don't have to RP walk everywhere. Alright, let me score this one, and then we will move on. This is RussianAsgard's Doomchar Plateau, Abandoned Process. The beginning of the story in the shadows. Thank you, Snake. This is kind of neat. They completely redid the Doomchar entrance. Oh, look at that. I almost missed it. There's a person in there. They completely reskinned Doomchar. What is that? What is that? It's moving. Right? Like, what? Oh, look at this. It's a bunch of bodies. Touch it. No, nothing. It must be touched. The human makes me think of Necrom. Yeah, it's really cool how they were able to fit those in. It's almost subtle. Crazy as it sounds. Oh, hello. Hello. What do we have here? Holy moly. Look at this. A lot of tonal arcs. It does look like the statue's wearing gas masks, doesn't it? Or some sort of mask. Let the bodies touch the hands, let the bodies touch the hands. Bodies touch the hands. And this is creepy. Is that not creepy? The space jockey from Alien. By this, I could never tell this is ESO. It looks like a different game. It kind of does, doesn't it? Okay, so I guess we have to go this way, but I don't really want to walk on this. Total Necrom. It's devouring life, right? Ugh. I don't think we can go any further. I think this is the end of the road. That's as far as we go. I don't see another way through or out. Getting old school Quake vibes here. Yeah, I think this is... Look at that. It's so gross and fantastic. All right, let me score this and we'll move on to the next. These are like some sort of, I'll show you. I'll show you what they are. Vardenfell coral plants. See if you can see one that's a little bit. And they're just overlapping. Facing both ways. And they move a little, so. The thing is, when you set up a bunch of these and you leave and you come back, they move in unison. Notice they all kind of move together. Not gross at all. No, not at all. Not one little bit. Okay, let me score this real quick and we'll move on to the next one. This is Wardragoon's Hall of the Lunar Champion. Please enjoy all rooms with time. All have a lot of content. A very big house with an entry and 3 big rooms. Each room entrance is interacting with the white light of each door. The entrance is a dark temple with treasures and a kitchen. To the east, we have a lake room called Halls of Colossus with a training field in the highs, a waitress and drinks, a boat harbor below with a boat. Be careful of the angry fish. If you follow the light that goes north, you'll enter the Moongrave Fane, a labyrinthian room full of secrets with a temple in the heights and a forbidden library. Also have a changing color interactable pool like a 5-star hotel. Take fun. Finally, to the left of the entrance, you will enter Pride Home. Initially, it was just a small house, but I've built structures around it until extending the territory as far as the developers have allowed, artificially quadrupling this design space and creating a wonderful garden of movement. This one's going to be huge. This one's going to be huge. But I don't notice a theme. We're supposed to have a story theme or a Necrom theme, and I'm not... There's nothing written about a story or Necrom or tentacles. So, Tigress, is there a thing to do to trigger vents in High Isle? No. It is like Dolmen's. Probably need to go do a different vent if that vent is not triggering. The thing is, they don't go in an order. You can get the same vent popping 4 or 5 times in a row, which means other vents won't pop. Okay, so we have our central room. It's nice how the Vardenfell table fits so well into the Murkmire achievement, or the Murkmire piece. Let's see. Got our treasure. A well. Okay. Let's go through the portals. Okay, so I have a feeling this is going to take a little while. It's supposed to have a training field in the heights. So this is the target dummy. The hay with flowers on it, is this supposed to be a graveyard? If I can get up there. See? Maybe I can. Doesn't look like there's anything up there. This over here. And then we have the path down. Doesn't look like there's a ton down here, so we're just gonna zoom on down. Make sure we don't miss anything. But I think it's just a boat. A boat and a serpent over here. Okay, I'm going to cheat and go to the entrance. I cheat and go to the entrance rather than climbing back up. Okay, so we went to the right last time. Let's go to the center. Sometimes I miss the scripting you could do in live Neverwinter Nights. Make the training dummy explode in a geyser of gore if someone messes with it. Getting many ideas here already. Lunar Champion is my current long-term housing project. Okay. Definitely some cool ideas here. So this is a labyrinthian room full of secrets with a temple in the heights and a forbidden library. Is this the forbidden library? Maybe? Scarewell, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Okay, and as always, we're closing the door behind us. Oops, there is a path going up. Whoop, or we could fall back down. It is not my house. We are touring homes from the Aetherius Arts behind the story contest. This home belongs to Wardragoon on EU. It's Hall of the Lunar Champion. You wondered if the Akatosh door would fit there? Ah, we have to jump. Okay. It was very difficult to navigate. There we go. Oh, you can still go up that way. Hang on. Is there an easy way to get over there? You guys, you know me and jumping puzzles. You are welcome. You can thank Wardragoon for confirming that. Okay. I think that's all there is to that. If I can get back out. Whee! Me, I love jumping puzzles. No, I'm not very good at the jumping puzzles. The light in the bottom there is kind of cool. Ah, we can't go through? Oh, bummer. Look like we should be able to go through. But nope. Okay, so I think that's this side. I can get back out. The little maze is throwing me. Okay, now we need to go through this way. Which Greymoor boss? Hey, bananas. Yes, I said they built up around this. Let's look at the house first, and we'll go around. Hey, Sally. Geez, Bananas, where have you been? We've been waiting this whole time. Like, where's Banana? I don't want to spoil, but it involves the daughter of the High King. Is it a bug? You shouldn't have to fight it for 15 minutes. I'm trying to remember what fight that is. You just accidentally left the battle? Oh no. Hey, Athla. How's it going? And feel free to spoil. Greymoor's been out for, what, 2 years now? I think it can be spoiled. The High King boss fight. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about in that one. I think can bug. I think that one can bug. I would Google that one, but I think it can. I don't remember what I did to fix it. Yeah, the problem with a story quest though is if you drop it, you have to redo the entire part of the quest. That's always a last resort for me. Reloading UI might be a first resort. If they built all of this, they built up around. I like these. I like these little cabanas or whatever. New plan, sod it all, and let's go to a 5-star resort. Right? Oh, they made a little tunnel here. I almost missed this. Oh, there's an Indrik walking through the stone. They made a swing. I think that's supposed to be a swing. And we've got the greenhouse over here. I didn't know if it was something I had to do to finish it, but Holy has been in all... Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's a mechanic, and I don't remember in this case what it was. Sometimes it's a mechanic, like, oh, you're supposed to blow the whistle when he... whatever. And you don't see the synergy or whatever. But sometimes it's just a bug. Okay, so half of this is off the map. Yeah, I can't walk any further. And we're back again. Okay. And then we've got this little area under here. All right, give me a minute to score this, and we'll move on to the next one. This is OPJWIZ's Sweetwater Cascades, and that is all we know. So if you notice something that is related to a story, or the theme, or a necrom, shout it out. let me know. I might miss it. Statues. Lots of statues. And you know what? That's the barrel and the wheel that I didn't recognize in the Seaveil Spire build. It was part of that statue. Mystery solved. Okay, let's go inside. We'll explore the outside later. Well, hi, Bastion. Oh, that bear is very fast. Holy moly. Hey, Nordenheim, how's it going? How much would I charge you to purple out some crafted gear? Just send me the gear with the purple mats. Oh no, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Nord. I'm good. We are touring Aetherius Art's Behind the Story housing contest entries. We're in EU touring manors and large homes. Taking entirely too long because there's so much to see. And I'm currently trying to figure out what the theme of this build is. There's nothing written about it. Now the contest says, welcome to the Necrom era. Fill your house with books, fairy tale, legends, adventures, bookshops, reading retreats, and why not? Also, lovely tentacles, friend from another dimension. Anything has a story, tell us yours. So one of the categories we're scoring on is adherence to the theme. And I'm not seeing anything to do with stories or Necrom or tentacles here. Now, they do say anything has a story. But not quite sure what the story here is. I think they mean whatnot. Remember, this is an EU guild, so some of the translations don't quite work perfectly. I think they mean whatnot, and rather than why not. No, I'm good. I'm enjoying all these houses. There have been some phenomenal entries as usual. A couple of the Jules Verne's builds have been some of my favorites so far, I think. But, I mean, the Jules Verne has created so many universes that it's easy to create fantastical designs inspired by it. You know? That is very large tapestry. Yeah, it's been a day. You're ready to imbibe. No, I get it, Eraser. I'm going to do a tutorial type of thing, but I don't have craft bag right now. So it'd be okay if I send you the purple mats and some gold to craft it for me. Oh, just send me the purple mats and what you want. I got the rest. Don't worry about the gold. Just know it probably won't get done till tonight. Already lost track of where I've been. Okay, perfect. Just in case there's something out on one of the balconies, I don't want to miss it. Definitely have some stuff in the backyard to see. Oh, here we go. There's a telescope. Don't want to miss anything. Bathroom here. Making use of all the high isle stuff we got for free during that event, right? Why not? They sunk one down in. Okay. I've lost track of which doors I've gone out of. This place is a maze. Let's just jump down. Okay. We went to the left. Now we're going to go to the right. Cozy fireplace. Got some floating crabs. Fish. About 5. Or into the basement, or wherever this is. Aha. You know, if they threw some hay down, it could be Rumpelstiltskin. Ah. We not go that way? Guess not. Wait. There we go. Weird targeting there. Okay. So we did see these statues. Love this house. I want this house in real life. I don't know how I would decorate it because it's perfect as it is. I just don't know. Imagine owning this home and in any direction you looked, you could go swimming. I mean, that's living the dream right there. Okay, we're not going to RP swim. We're not going to RP swim. There we go. Having like 30 different pools to swim in, it'd be fantastic. So I want to buy it, but I just want to live here. Like in real life, live here. Just my luck, done with work just to discover my street is without water. Oh no. That's no good. And again, this is a ginormous house. Even if I did decorate it, I don't know that I could do it justice. Let's see what's back here. If I had enough furnishing slots for it, I turn this place into a magic school. There you go. Can I come take a shower? Sure, why not? Why not? We've got some vampiric stained glass. Another vampire light armor station. What about up here? think that's everything. I think. I think we've seen it all. All right, give me a second to score that, and then we'll move on to the next one. This is Latazar's Gorinir Estate. We have no other information, but I think we can tell this has a Hermaeus Mora theme, which keeps it on theme for the contest. Let's see what we can see. That is quite the collection there. Wow. Imps and scamps and what have you. It's an optometry clinic. Lots of books. So many books. Like he's fighting these guys by throwing books at them. Knowledge is power. Look at this. So many tentacles. The lighting in this is perfect. I see the hourglass up there, but I don't know that you would have to control time because we're in a cave, right? Book throwing seems to be a theme lately in this game. Yes. We have an expansion coming out in June based on this guy, Hermaeus Mora, who has a bunch of eyeballs and tentacles. And he lives in the land of books and knowledge, kind of the keeper of knowledge. And so the theme of this contest is behind the story, which is also based on the upcoming chapter. So anything having to do with him or books is fair game. And yeah, I think we'll look around and see if we see any details. But the focal point seems to be Hermaeus Mora himself. And of course, we've got all these books all over the place. I love how it's uphill and they look like they are protecting themselves from the onslaught of books. Not to mention this little army here. Looks ready to go. But yeah, this is really well done. ESO trying to capture the controversy market by ticking off the ancient order of librarians, I suppose. Why else would they chuck out a bunch of books like that? But they fold the cover back to mark their place to the monsters. No breaking the spine. This is giving new meaning to the phrase, the truth hurts. Nice. I think we can come up with lots of puns and phrases here. Alright, let me score this one quick. You guys enjoy the view for a moment. Right. This is Cartographer's Lakemire Xanmeer Manor, the Mushroom King's Court and Royal Library. Let's peruse the outside first. Zip through. I have a feeling most of it's inside, but if we're looking for a library, it's probably not going to be on the lake, but there's still some decor here to see, so we don't want to miss any of that. Got some lighting around the trees. I don't think we need to swim out anywhere. I think most of what we're going to see is visible from here. Little mushroom garden over there. Can we make it? No, we can't make it. I tried. go. Well then. Where? Oh, I love that there are mushrooms on top of mushrooms. I really like that. Oh, we've got a swamp jelly collection over here. We found the swamp jelly. They're jellyfishing. They're jellyfishing. That's what they're doing. I love it. I love it. All right, let's go back into the house quick. I'm gonna go in the front door because I have a feeling that's where we're supposed to go. Ooh, this is pretty. Very pretty. I love all the mushrooms inside. I mean, it's damp enough down here that it works. I could totally imagine mushrooms growing down here. Quite the feast going. And of course, we have built-in aquariums here because we're underwater. I like the grave stakes in the urns. That's fantastic. Of course, we have books. I don't know if it's good to keep books in a place where mushrooms can grow. I just don't think that's wise. But the lighting in here is really nice. Let's see what's down here. Ooh. It's blue. If that's upside down, it looks like roots, right? Very cool. All the blue glowies down here. Blue and purple. This looks like my kind of spa. Magical bed in the bedroom. Very cool. Whereas like this floor is more the blues and greens. Like the teal blues, the Cold Harbor blues and green. Very neat. Up here is the yellows and reds. I see now. I see. Very, very cool. Okay, let me score this and we'll move on to the next one. This is Tar-Aerandir's Amaya Lake Lodge. After all, how long could this take? Whatever secret was hidden away in the library, it would still be there when they were done, and he would find it, whatever it was. And of course, this is Amaya Lake Lodge, so you have to have mushrooms. It's the law. We've reskinned part of this house. Oh, we've got a giant statue in the lake. Bragas and Izzy seem to be deep in conversation. Let's see what's out here. We have a large game going on. There's a secret in the library. They've definitely added to and reskinned quite a bit here. Oh, they blocked off this door. Okay. Alrighty. And I think I walked right by this, and it looks so natural. This is fully cobbled, right? Just made with overlapping ones. Did not notice that my first pass through. It says bank. Oh. Just have our trunks here. Everything is in the garden. Aha, we have a library. We have a library. Oh. Oh, the door. Thanks for Lurk Nord. They have the door. Is the door not open? Oh, I'm so sad. I guess it couldn't open, but still. I'll be in awe of the door. How much is this going for on EU right now? I think it's still going for 4+ million. Try again. I'm not getting any kind of prompt. Nothing. I know it does open. I just, for some reason, maybe it's too far into the wall for the prompt to go. So this you can only get from keys that open the coffers at the end of Scrivener's Hall, the new dungeon. And it is any furnishing out of there is a rare drop. There are several books, 2 tapestries, 2 green glowy rock thingies, and the door. And the door is one of only 3 items that is not bound. Everything else is bound. I have used probably 35, 40 keys in there, and I've gotten one furnishing item. It was a banner, so bound. I want the books, but yeah, if we're supposed to get in there, I don't know how. But I think that's the edge of the property anyway, so I think it's just for show. They did increase the drop rates for the leads that were hard to get, yes. Hello. What have we here? We have another little Hermaeus Mora. All the tentacles. I wonder what tentacles are going for right now. Like, because were they Lux Vendor? Can't remember what the tentacles are. We have so many furnishing items in the game now, it's getting hard for me to keep track. Oh, so sad. Look at this glowy garden, though. I think that's all of it. Right? Been up there. The house is closed off. Yeah, a lot of the high isle leads were fairly easy to get. They've increased the drop rate of some of the original leads. Like the drum in Batnik, is it? Hi. If they can open it. Oh. Well, how is that so easy? Well, thank you. Okay, here's the library. I don't know why I wasn't getting a prompt, but thank you. I appreciate it. The tentacles have taken over the library. I love the door with the stained glass. What a neat effect. You have keys. What a neat effect is that? I'm not a huge fan of that door, but now. Do you guys see it? It looks like the Dark Brotherhood stained glass overlapped with the door from Blackwood. And so it comes through just a little bit. It's the door that you need like the 50 pieces for from the public dungeon in Blackwood. Which isn't horrible because one of the things is broken. Errol's here. Welcome in, Raiders. Errol, you need to see this. Welcome in, welcome in. How was your stream? Look at the door overlapped with the stained glass barrel. You see that? The Dark Brotherhood stained glass with the Blackwood door behind the statue? Is that not neat? Right? I don't really like the door, but it's got me looking at that door in a whole new way. A whole new way. So you have perfect timing, because I just discovered this. Yeah, I just my stream up on a separate monitor and kept getting distracted by glimpses of houses. Okay, so you haven't missed anything at least. Good, good. No, this is really neat. I love that. So tentacles have taken over the library. It's a tentacle invasion. I wonder, can I close the door? I was having trouble getting this door open. There we go. Oh, the prompt is like over here. Aha. Okay, so I did this. I'm looking all over. No prompt, no prompt. Even over here, no prompt. But if you go this way, I can get a prompt. I really wish they'd fix raids. That would be fantastic. What a cool look is that? And of course I've got my UI turned off, so turned it back on trying to find it. I'm like, oh, I guess you can't open it. I guess they have it inset. But someone with the keys came and saved me. Right? Thank goodness. Okay, we're going to close the doors behind us. So this door started off as closed. This door started off as closed. It's a beautiful garden, too. Look how pretty. Okay, I'm going to score this one, and we're going to go to the next house. This is Rubitete's Enchanted Snow Globe. It's called Green Snow. I dream of darkness. I dream of snow. Every night I come here. It always starts in the cellar before I explore the deserted streets. There is snow everywhere, but it's not normal snow. The snow is green. Where have all the inhabitants gone? What happened here? And it always ends the same. Blinded by a bright light and frozen with fear, I awake, with only a vague memory of the horror experience there. So let's check out Green Snow. It looks like there's a wall behind it. Oh my gosh, am I just not able to target any doors now? Okay, I think it's just a wall behind it anyway. So, oh, it is green. Oh, it's very green. So many doors. I bet they have all the targeting off. I love when they changed the signs. They added a book to that sign. So it's a bookstore. Look, they added a window. I love it. Yeah, I don't think I can target any doors. They've got all that turned off, looks like.
Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Pave the way, put your back into it. Span deserves partnership.
Thank you, Snake, for the biddies. And I appreciate the confidence. So can I go through anything? It looks like I should be able to go through there, but I don't think I can. You appreciate the spooky vibes here, right? Oh. Oh, that's dark. Oh, that's dark. Guys. The cats are feeding on the skeleton. What a good detail, though. What a good detail. That's where all the people went. Cats got sick of them. Okay, I can go in here at least. Spooky library. This is fantastic. This does not look like the Christmassy, warm place we saw earlier today, right? I love the green glow on this. That's fantastic. Somebody asked earlier about a house with a gothic feel, and I think this proves any house can have whatever feel you want with a little creativity. Look at the detail. So good. Even the pods? Yes! You can do so much with the pods too. I do admit they're a little more difficult. They're a little more difficult. Okay, so we've cut off most of the inside of the house. How good is this? Yes, Beryl turned a pod into a pumpkin. The Beryl notoriously hates the pods. I think they fell. What a good music box for this, though. Look what they did with the helm. How good does that look in the Vardenfell 6-house table? What got me? I don't like it. Something got me. I don't like it. What a great idea. How perfectly does that fit? It was a giant metal pumpkin in the middle of a pumpkin field. So what got me here? There's something in the floor. There must be one of those plants or something in the floor. What did they do to his head? That's crazy. They made him look like a pharaoh or something. And they added serpents to the moth priest cleansing bowl. It wasn't the armor mannequin where the plant touched you. Oh, you can even go up here. So neat. Keep getting smacked around. That's very cool. Tentacles around the ship. So very neat. Yeah, I think all the doors are locked. Oh, we've got a graveyard. Went to the practice dummy to check new gear, and now I murdered someone. Oh no. I love all the new effects they've given us. Didn't look up in here. Okay, not a ton to see here. Oh, I missed some tentacles up there. The crow on top of the gate is a good touch. Can't get through that way. Got to go back through the house. Yeah, so the downstairs is blocked off, the upstairs is blocked off, this back area is blocked off. Oh, this is definitely really good. And there's a lantern that looks like the Breton lantern, but it's got that green glow to it. There's several of those. Yeah, I think my favorite part of the build is the cats and the skeleton. It is grotesque and wonderful. Oh, there's dead birds on the ground over here. You see that? Dead birds. Not a good sign. Dead bird over here. This is why we walk back through. We've got mug that's spilled. Always gotta look for hidden details. Oh. And that's the way out. That's really cool. That's really cool. Alright, I'm going to do my final score now. Okay, so that's our first 30 houses, all from EU, all large houses and manors. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and we will do this again tomorrow.